This tutorial will show you how to navigate the filing cabinet within Invitbox. The filing cabinet is used within Invitbox as the search facility. This is where you can access copies of all invoices, whether they be within the actual filing cabinet, or they could also be within the in tray, the approved tab, or the signed off tab. You can search all of these from within the filing cabinet. As usual, on the 3-panel layout, the panel 3 is where we actually drill in to our search criteria. So the first selection to make is what do you want to search. So as you can see, you can search for all invoices, which will show you everything. So it will show you in tray, approved, signed off, and actually filed and exported invoices. You can search for just exported invoices, which will not return anything that's still live within Invitbox. Or you can search for just invoices that have not yet been sent to the accountancy software. You can search for actual batches, so you can actually view a batch that's been exported, and then you can find lastly your statements which have been filed from the unknowns, and you can find those within there. Now what you'll notice, if I just keep that for all invoices for the moment, we've got a number of options here. Now Invitbox's filing cabinet is very intuitive. Through all these different drill down options, you can find any invoice over a number of years in a matter of seconds. So the first option we have is to include trash. So if you do want to try and find something, you can't see it within any of your tabs, you could include trash. You may find that it's within the trash. Important to note that Invitbox holds invoices for 30 days after they've been trashed, at which stage they will be cleared from the system. The next option we have, we can drill into GL code, drill into a particular supplier, a particular purchase order number or invoice number. Then we have date range, due date range, invoice amount. You can search for a particular product code or even a particular description if you want to view a product over multiple suppliers. Last option is you can show approvers. So if you'll notice when I tick that, it's changed the actual columns. So if I just run a report, I'll search for all invoices. You'll notice the default settings are supplier, date, number, the goods, the tax, and the total including, and also tells us where these are currently residing in tray filing cabinet. If I click show approvers, you'll notice that we now have some additional columns which show us who approved the bill, who signed it off, and who exported this bill. This is very useful for any businesses where they may have an executive approval who may just want to double check who has signed off certain invoices before giving that final approval to pay. So as I said, all of these different criteria, you can drill down to very detailed search. Okay. Now if I click on one of these bills, let's just take contact for example, go to invoice detail. What we actually store within this filing cabinet is first of all the actual exported detail. So this is the detail that was sent to the accountancy software. We also store the notes, the original email, that's the text email, and if we click on history, we also store the full audit history. All of that information is stored within Invitbox online for 7 years, fully accessible. Now another feature of the filing cabinet is, let's just go back and take off the approvers for now. If I did want to use this as a report, let's say these details I have on screen, I can click export to file, download, and what that will actually do is create a CSV file with these relevant details that's within the preview pane window. You can then use this CSV file to do whatever you like to run reports if you so wish. It's not designed to be an all singing and dancing reporting suite, but it does give you a nice little real-time snapshot. Bear in mind the information that we can access here in the in tray is real-time. As soon as the supplier generates an invoice and sends it through, all of that detailed information is available for reporting purposes. So if I go to exported invoices, there won't be any here at the minute. We've got 3 within the filing cabinet. Wendy's Wines Service Company. Invoices not yet exported. And run the search. That will show us 3 in the in tray. and as I mentioned earlier, exported batches. So you can see I've exported 3 already, and those appear in one batch. Now I can re-export this export if I so wished to any accountancy software. Okay. Last option, we can find our statements. So when you file a statement from the unknowns, you can go into the filing cabinet and access your statements here. Again, for 7 years these are stored. You can include reconciled statements and also include trash statements. For more information on how to actually reconcile and file a statement, please refer to the separate tutorial on this.